Good morning, children. Today we will read the poem The Road Not Taken. Students, this poem is written by Robert Frost. Okay? Students, the poet Robert Frost has tried to tell us that the path which we have chosen, it decides our future. If we make a wrong choice, we regret it and cannot come back, cannot go back on it. So we must be wise while making our choices. We must be alert when we are making our choices. The two roads stand for two ways or profession or alternatives of life. He has told us that he has told his own experience that man cannot retrace his feet from the top of one profession to re-begin the another one. So he has given us the message that we must be wise, we must be careful, we must be alert while making our choices. Otherwise, we will only regret. We cannot come back to make the another choice. Okay? So open your book at page number 15 and see the poem. Concentrate your mind. I am going to explain this poem. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveller. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it went in the undergrowth. The poet Robert Frost, he was walking in the forest where he found two roads. And these two roads were separated in different directions. These two roads stand for the two professions, two choices. Okay? And sorry, I could not travel both and be one traveller. Long I stood. The poet wanted to travel on both the roads, but because of the single traveler, because he was the alone traveler, he could not walk on both the roads. So he felt sorry. He felt sorry because he could not walk on both the roads at the same time. That's why he felt sorry. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. So he stood there for a long time. He stood there from where two roads were diverted. Two roads were separated in different directions. So he stood there. He stood that point for a long time. And after that, he took the one road and he looked down towards that road as far as he could look. As far as he could see, he looked towards the one road and to where it bent in the undergrowth. And he looked towards the first way as far as he could look till from where the road turned in the wild bushes. Means he looked towards the road as far as he could look, as far as he could see, till there was a point, and from that point the road was turned into the wild bushes, Okay? Students, now see the second stanza. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. After that, when he inspected, when he looked towards the first road, then he left the first road and he took the second way. It seemed to the poet that it was very fair. The second way was fairer than the first one, and having perhaps the better claim. And it seemed to him that the second road was having the better claim. The second road was claiming that it was better than the first one. Why it was claiming, why it was having better claim? The reason is given, because it was grassy and wanted wear. The second way was full of grass and wanted wears, and less number of people had travelled on it. Less number of people had walked upon the second way. That's why it was claiming. That's why it was claiming to be better than the first one. So he took the second way. He thought that it was fairer than the first one, and it was having the better claim also, because it was full of grass, it was grassy, and less number of people had walked upon it. Okay, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. The poet was in confusion, he was in dilemma. Though as for that passing there, again the poet thought that as the matter of passing on both the roads, as the matter of passing from the way had warned them really about the same. It seemed to the poet that both the roads were same. First he looked towards the first way, then second he thought that the second way was better than the first one, but again he was in confusion, and he thought that as a matter of walking, as a matter of passing on both the roads, as the matter of passing there, both the roads were same, had warned them really about the same. It seemed to him that both the roads were same. And both that morning, now see the third stanza, and both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how well it's on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Then again the poet found that both the roads were equal. Equally lay means both the roads were same, and the leaves had fallen on both the roads. In leaves no steps had trodden black, and no one had walked upon, no one had stepped on both the roads, because the color of those leaves were yellow. It had not turned into black. One thing, students, why the color of the leaves were yellow? Yellow indicates here the autumn season. Okay, it was the season of autumn, and wood means forest. Okay, so in both the way the leaves had been fallen, both the roads were covered with yellow leaves, and no one had stepped, no one had walked upon those roads. That's why the color of the leaves had not turned black. Okay, so the poet took the second way, and he thought, oh, I kept the first for another day. He thought that he would walk on the first way for another time. He left the first way for another time, yet knowing how well it's on two way. He was knowing that how one way leads to another. He was knowing but he left the first way for another time and he took the second one. I doubted if I should even come back. And when he walked upon the second way, when he moved on the second way, after some time, there was a doubt in his mind whether he would come back to walk on the first road or not. When he started moving on the second way, then after some time there was a doubt in his mind whether he would come back to walk upon the first road or not. There was a confusion. Okay. Now see the fourth stanza. I shall be telling this with a shy, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverse in a urge, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. In last stanza, the poet is very sad, and he is saying that in future he will be telling this means the choices. He had two choices, but he left the first one and he chose the second. He made the second choice, and he thought that he could choose the first choice for another time. So he would be telling this with sadness after some time that two roads diverged in a urge, that there were two roads and two roads were separated in different directions, and I took the one less travelled by. And the poet is saying that he thought that the second way was less travelled by. Less number of people had walked upon that way. That's why I took the second way, and that has made all the difference. And choosing the second way had made all the difference in his life. What was the difference in his life? The poet Robert Frost became a poet, though he was not satisfied with his profession. He was not satisfied with his choice. He became a poet, but he was not satisfied with his choice. He thought that he had made a wrong choice. So students, it is a message for you, it is a lesson for you, that whenever you are going to make your choice, at that time you must be wise. For making choice, at that time you must be alert, you must be very careful, because it will decide your future. Making your choice, choosing the way for your future, it will decide your destination, it will decide your future. And when you make a wrong choice, then there will be nothing, only you will regret. Okay, so the explanation of this poem is over. Read this poem, revise this poem, and we will discuss the exercise next day. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.